The end of Dragon Ball Daima. The appearance of Super Saiyan 4. Akira Toriyama's farewell gift. Almost as if it were written in the stars that it had to happen this way, and maybe couldn't have been different. Well, all of this brings us to the question. And now, in Dragon Ball Super, will it be decanonized? Or how will they explain the fact that Goku doesn't show affinity with Super Saiyan 4 again? Man, this is actually quite simple, even though it doesn't seem like it. Along with the fact that Vegeta doesn't use the Super Saiyan 3 form either. I'm going to open your mind to this, and you'll easily understand why Super Saiyan 4 has not yet been used in Dragon Ball Super and why, in quotes, Goku didn't just use it right away against Beerus, the god of destruction. Stay tuned until the end, because this video is absolutely insane, guys. Speaking of staying tuned, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave your like, activate the notification bell, and share this video with your friends who also have these same doubts. After the end of Dragon Ball Daima, which happened this past Friday, February 28th, coinciding with the 1-year anniversary of the passing of the series creator, the eternal Akira Toriyama, we were left with one last gift. It was already filled with emotional fan service, such as Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3 and the addition of Super Saiyan 4. By the end of Dragon Ball Daima, we actually know how it happened. In a literal sense, maybe it was a bluff from Goku, a reference to Dragon Ball Z, where he explains how he achieved Super Saiyan 3. Similarly, he explains that he trained to obtain Super Saiyan 4, which he himself named, though he didn't know if it would work. This was in response to Vegeta's question about whether he was hiding that power from him. But even so, he was able to retain that form with Neva's help, and it wasn't Neva who gave him this transformation. This raised a question that has been frying fans' minds all over the world. If it wasn't Neva who gave it to him, and if he left the demon realm without forgetting what happened there, then why didn't he use Super Saiyan 4 against Beerus in his first appearance while searching for the Super Saiyan God? I'll explain why. They definitely threw this in our faces. It wasn't something they just let slide. Goku has a battle history where Saiyans like to test their opponent's power, and that is ingrained in him. He never goes all out in a fight. Well, almost never. The one exception was against Gohan in their battle on Beerus planet, due to the conversations they had before the Tournament of Power. The conversation between Gohan and Goku before the Tournament of Power, during their training fight, is an emotional moment that highlights Gohan's evolution. During that confrontation, Gohan challenges Goku to go all out, without holding back his power. He wants to prove that he is worthy of leading the team in the Tournament of Power, and that his strength, both physical and mental, is up to the challenge. Gohan also asserts that he is determined to fight his own way, blending his strategic intelligence with his natural combat instinct, striving to find a balance between the two. He shows great confidence, saying that he wishes to surpass Goku one day and believes in his own potential to achieve this goal. This moment is crucial as it reinforces Gohan's role as a mature warrior capable of taking on great responsibilities, while also showing the respect and admiration he has for his father's power and determination. This scene serves as a symbolic milestone in their relationship. Goku accepts Gohan's challenge and acknowledges his son's efforts, responding to the fight intensely but respectfully. The battle ends with Goku being impressed with Gohan's performance, solidifying his choice as the team leader for the tournament. It's a powerful exchange that highlights Gohan's growth as a character and strengthens the trust between father and son. This moment led Goku to go all out from the start, just like Gohan did in his beast form. But in general, this never applied to Goku. He always progressed in strength. So now you might ask, why did he use Super Saiyan 3 and not 4 against Beerus? That's where the old story comes in. Who is Goma in the demon realm? Simply the Supreme King, period. Visually, Goma is described as an imposing demon with a red and black outfit that highlights his position of authority. He possesses a third evil eye, which grants him unique abilities and makes him a formidable opponent. This eye is a power source that allows him to regenerate and amplify his skills, making him an extremely difficult enemy to defeat. And then someone arrives looking for a Super Saiyan God, and King Kai tells Goku that it is Beerus, the god of destruction, and that he is an incredibly powerful deity. Let's think. Goku had already faced various deities, but he had no idea of Beerus' true power. So, he preferred to show Super Saiyan 3 to see if it was what Beerus was looking for, if it matched this so-called Super Saiyan God. He was testing himself, but there was no time to progress the fight, because Beerus landed a single blow, saying he would kill Goku, but Goku survived. Still, it was just one strike, and Goku felt it so intensely that he reverted to his base form. Just kidding! This battle was crucial in establishing the threat that Beerus represented and introducing the idea that Goku would need to transcend the known limits of power. It was also the starting point for the search for the Super Saiyan God, which became one of the main focuses of the saga. The scene mixes tension, humor, with King Kai's nervousness, and the fascination of seeing Goku facing a god for the first time, showing that the Dragon Ball Super Universe was about to expand in an epic way. And there was not even time to explore the power he gained in Dragon Ball Daima, which was shown there because Beerus went to Earth. And here comes another quick question that I'll also explain. Unlike Goku, Vegeta has much more knowledge. After all, he was from the Saiyan elite and is their prince, so he is far more informed than Goku. When he finds out that Beerus is heading to Earth, he is filled with fear. That's when everything unfolds. The epic scene of Vegeta surpassing Goku's Super Saiyan 3. At that moment on Earth, no one had seen that Vegeta already possessed Super Saiyan 3, except for Piccolo, Supreme Kai, Den, Bulma, and Master Roshi, who even comments that Vegeta has surpassed Goku. And in his moment of rage, he reaches a berserker form, completely losing control for an instant. But since he is highly trained, he regains his consciousness and maintains control. With such power, he lands blows on Beerus, but it's still not enough to stop him. That's when Goku arrives with the solution. And then you might ask, why wasn't the solution Super Saiyan 4? At that moment, Goku didn't even imagine Beerus' power, but he got a small taste of it. So he thought, I'll just give him what he came looking for, the Super Saiyan God. Super Saiyan 4, although we don't currently know if it can be considered a Divine Saiyan God form or not, which I believe it actually is, was not something Goku would have even thought of. And so, we learn about Yamoshi through Shenlong, which led to the birth of the Super Saiyan God, exactly what Beerus was seeking at that moment. Goku and the others discover, through Shenlong, that the Super Saiyan God can be awakened with the correct ritual. The spirit of Yamoshi is mentioned by Shenlong as the precursor of this legendary power, highlighting his importance as the first to achieve such a state. The ritual required 5 pure-hearted Saiyans to transfer their energy to a 6th Saiyan, allowing this warrior to awaken the power of a god. Thus, Gohan, Goten, Trunks, Vegeta, and the then-pregnant Videl channel their energies into Goku, triggering his transformation into Super Saiyan God. The scene in which Goku reaches this form is striking, as he not only gains new power, but also a deeper understanding of his connection to Saiyan roots and Yamoshi's legacy. His appearance changes. His hair takes on a reddish hue, his body appears slimmer, and his aura assumes an ethereal, almost divine quality. The transformation is presented as a moment of transcendence, something beyond the sheer brute force that has always characterized previous forms. Although the Super Saiyan God has a reddish appearance similar to Super Saiyan 4, this further reinforces that Super Saiyan 4 is indeed a divine form. This was what Beerus was looking for at that moment, and so their fight took place, with Goku absorbing the power of a god before the battle ended. After losing the Super Saiyan God form during his fight with Beerus, Goku was able to continue fighting in a way that even surprised the God of Destruction. This was explained as a result of a unique phenomenon. Although Goku had returned to his normal Super Saiyan form, he was still able to access the power of the Super Saiyan God. That power had merged with his body, allowing him to maintain an impressive level of strength even without being officially transformed into the divine form. This was the same thing Vegeta did with Super Saiyan 3, albeit unconsciously. It would be as if Super Saiyan God were a base form for Super Saiyan 4, which would explain a lot. And so, Goku merged with this ki. During the fight, Beerus noticed this peculiarity and was both intrigued and impressed. Goku, in turn, managed to use this inherited power from the Super Saiyan God to continue facing Beerus with admirable resilience. Despite this, the power disparity between them was still significant, and Goku ended up being defeated. However, his determination to fight until the end and his ability to keep challenging Beerus, even after losing the transformation, left a strong impression on the God of Destruction. This fight served as an important milestone to demonstrate Goku's unlimited potential and how he constantly surpasses his own limits. It was also a moment that helped consolidate the connection between him and Beerus, who began to respect him even more as a worthy opponent and as someone who could one day become even stronger. This unique trait of Goku, continuing to evolve even in seemingly impossible situations, is one of the hallmarks of his journey in Dragon Ball Super. And after he began training with Whis, he indeed discovered that the base form also needs to evolve along with the mind, so that his strength could go beyond. This contributed to him abandoning the Super Saiyan 4 form, without even using it, jumping from the third form straight to Blue, the divine form, during the Tournament of Power. Perhaps if Caulifla had continued evolving there, he would have shown her the Super Saiyan 4 form, but she hadn't yet reached the third form. That would be a very plausible explanation for all this. What do you guys think? And just when he could have demonstrated this power, in the Tournament of Power, the power of an angel appears, a technique called Ultra Instinct. But let's be honest, it was made clear that it is not a transformation. Even though Goku appears transformed and entirely white, it is still a technique that could very well be added to Super Saiyan 4 in the future. We also have the fact that while training, Goku discovered that he could combine the divine power of Super Saiyan God with his regular Super Saiyan transformation, creating the state called Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. This form not only amplified his strength, but also provided greater control over his divine energy, which was essential for fighting powerful opponents like Golden Frieza and Hit in the Universe 6 tournament. However, Super Saiyan Blue required extreme ki control, and Goku often drained too much energy while using it, especially in prolonged battles. Goku also began experimenting with variations of his divine forms, such as Kaioken combined with Super Saiyan Blue, which he used in his fight against Hit. This technique drastically increased his strength and speed, but placed enormous strain on his body, reinforcing the need for Goku to further master the balance between power and endurance. The climax of this evolution came during the Tournament of Power. In this event, Goku faced opponents from across the multiverse, including Jiren, one of the strongest fighters he had ever encountered. Jiren forced Goku to surpass his limits in unimaginable ways. It was in this battle that Goku was able to temporarily access the state known as Ultra Instinct Omen, or Signs of Ultra Instinct. This state was a direct application of Whis' teachings, allowing Goku to dodge attacks with automatic reflexes, without thinking. However, he was still far from mastering it completely. During the tournament's climax, by surpassing his own limits one last time, Goku managed to achieve mastered Ultra Instinct, where his body moved completely autonomously and fluidly, making him practically untouchable. This transformation not only symbolized the peak of his journey with divine power, but also represented a new combat philosophy, where calmness and instinct surpassed brute strength and conscious strategies. Goku's evolution after Super Saiyan God shows how he constantly incorporates new learnings and surpasses barriers, combining his natural Saiyan abilities with divine power. He not only became stronger physically, but also expanded his understanding of combat, energy, and control, paving the way for even greater confrontations in the future. Goku exemplifies the essence of never stopping growing, no matter how high the next obstacle seems to be. And this has made him strong until now. But this recent plot twist changed everything. Frieza arrived to alter the power standards in Dragon Ball Super, and Goku embraced his Saiyan pride. Perhaps that was what Neva implanted in him at that moment, which is why he accessed Super Saiyan 4, and maybe now is the right time. But that's a topic for another video. If you stayed until the end, you got this bonus.